Hi everyone! Today is going to be the last video in our yoga stretching series. So today we're going to focus on the back. So since this is the last one, if you have any special requests for our future video series, definitely let me know, right? It could be vinyasa, it could be beginner, intermediate, arm balances, inversions, could be more stretching videos. You guys let me know what you're interested in. The yoga stretching series was definitely a hit, but after today we'll have hit all the major body parts, right? So go back, check out all the other videos, definitely repeat them, right? And look, they're labeled based on what areas we stretch. So today, the reason I saved the back for last is because it's so complicated. We have the upper back, we have the lower back, two totally different areas. Upper back could be your rhomboids right between those shoulder blades, could be your middle traps that are tight, could also be your lats here down in the lower half. The lats are a really big muscle. Could be the erectors that run up and down your spine, cover the whole thing, right? You also have your QL here. Now the other issue with the back is sometimes it could actually be the psoas or the hamstrings or the glutes that are tight that are pulling on the back that are also causing that back pain. So keep that in mind. Doing all the stretching videos is always going to help you, right? You don't have to just focus on that one area. Definitely stretch your whole body. But today we will focus both on the upper and the lower back. So to get started, find your child's pose. I'll just adjust the camera slightly for you guys. All right, so child's pose first. Big toes together, knees wide. And just take a few breaths there, right? Settle in, see how your body's feeling today in that child's pose. Check in here. Walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Place the left hand right on top of that right hand so you feel that stretch to the left side of your body. Then walk it to the left side. Put your right hand on top of the left. Now bring it up to your hands and knees to a tabletop position. We're just going to find a little bit of movement here for your back, for your spine. It should feel good. Just go to your range of motion. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, and gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, you tuck the chin in, round your back for cat. Really push the floor away as much as you can. Inhale to arch, warming up the spine. Exhale as you round. One more time. Inhale as you arch. Good. Exhale, round. And then find a neutral spine in the middle. Peel your right arm up, thread the needle. Thread that right arm through. Put your head down. Crawl that left hand forward, maybe even a little bit over to the right. So start to open up the shoulder, the back here, getting a little twist, as well as shoulder opening. So to stretch the back, we have to do a lot of different types of movements because, again, it depends on the muscle that is tight. So we will do side bending, we'll do forward folds, we'll do twisting. All of that is going to help stretch your lower back. Back up to tabletop, switch sides, peeling that left arm up, thread it through, put your head down, walk that right hand forward, maybe walk it a little bit to the left and see how this side feels. Sometimes one side might be a little bit different. Now back to tabletop position. This next one is going to feel good, hopefully, for your upper back. Puppy pose, you keep your hips up in the air, and then you walk your hands forward. So it's not a child's pose. The hips stay up, but as you crawl your hands forward, you try to arch and push your chest down. So your forehead might come down, or maybe your chin, but we're stretching into those lats here, where they attach right at that shoulder joint. So you're going to feel it in the shoulders as well as the back. Heavy, if you can, through that chest. Really melt your chest down. Keep the hips up. Good. Slide forward all the way to your belly. Now, for that upper back, we really want to try to pull those shoulder blades apart to stretch them. Like when we do that rounding, that's what's actually stretching the upper back. So we're going to cross one arm in front of the other. Let me take the sweater off. We're going to do both sides, so just remember whichever arm you have crossed in front, right, so that we can switch it. And again, we're focusing on trying to get our shoulder blades apart. So one arm in front of the other. Use your hands. Physically wiggle those arms as far as you can. Flip your palms up and then literally hook the chin over the bicep if you can, right over that arm. And then you just kind of lay there. So you're letting gravity help you. For the ladies, your arms are not on your chest. They're above your chest. Okay? And you want to feel, again, right between here, right between those shoulder blades, pulling apart a little bit. So be as heavy as you can on the arms and try to relax here. just going to switch whichever arm you have in front. Same stretch, wiggle it across, switch your arms again. Physically wiggle, use your hands, flip the palms up, then hook your chin over. The more you can pull those arms across, the better stretch you're going to feel here. And really lay all your weight on your arms. Good. Gently shake it out. Come up. Press back to a child's pose to reset for a moment. And then we're going to have a seat. So for now, just sit cross-legged, one shin in front of the other. We'll make sure to switch it halfway so that we even out the hips, even though our focus is not on the hips. Now, still focusing on that upper back. Same idea, try to pull the shoulder blades apart. We're going to do eagle arms. You have 3 options for the arms. Easiest option, right arm is going to go on the bottom. Grab your shoulder blades, right? Hug yourself. And if your shoulders or back are tight, this might be enough. The next step might be from there to take the backs of the hands together, or the third step is maybe you get that double wrap with the palms together. Okay, so either way, wherever you're at, any of those 3 options, I want you to lift your elbows up slightly and then push them away from you. See how I physically push my elbows and forearms away from me so I feel my shoulder blades pull apart. Sitting up tall, and I should feel that stretch right between the shoulder blades as they pull apart. Now keep the arms, bow forward over the legs. Just let your elbows, if they can, touch the floor. If they don't touch the floor, that's okay. Push away. See how my upper back rounds? As my elbows touch down, I'm pushing my shoulder blades apart and rounding my upper back. Take a few more breaths. And then come up and release. Now, whichever leg you have in front, switch it. Just always good to even it out so that we don't always sit cross-legged the same way. Left arm on the bottom. Hug, grab the shoulder blades, or backs of the hands together, or palms together. Lift the elbows up and away. Push them away. Stretch those shoulder blades apart. Let your upper back round. Hold it upright here first. Then keep whichever bind you have and start to fold. Maybe elbows touch. Even if the elbows touch though, don't just relax. Physically push the floor away. Think of that catch stretch that we did at the beginning. Round the upper back as you pull those shoulder blades apart. Good. Slowly come up, shake it out. Now, for that lower back, sometimes it could be the QL, this small muscle in the lower back. So for that one, a good exercise is any kind of side bending or side stretching. So keep whichever leg you had in front, put your right hand on the floor, walk it to the right, bend your elbow a little bit, reach that left arm over. Just a gentle side stretch. You might also feel it in the obliques as well. And lift up, switch the cross of your legs one more time, put the other shin in front. Walk your left hand out to the left, bend your elbow, reach that right arm over, adding in that side bending. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, side bending, twisting, forward folding. Those are all good ways to stretch the back and hit it from different angles. So slowly come up, extend your left leg out straight. Take your right foot and step it flat on the floor. Your left arm is going to either hug the knee or maybe hook your elbow to the outside of the knee. Right fingertips behind you, really sit up tall as you twist. Try to lengthen your spine as much as possible as you twist here. Now untwist. This next pose we have 2 variations. First one, take your right foot and move it next to the thigh. So your legs look like a seated tree pose, your knees to the side. If it bothers your knee or your hip, move your foot further down towards the calf. So the first variation is again another side bend to stretch that lower back. So right knee's bent, left hand goes to that right knee. So there's a little bit of that twist. Then your right arm's gonna reach over as you side bend. And you might just kind of hang out here. You might be able to grab the foot, but you wanna be looking under that armpit and rotating open. So it's a side bend and not a forward fold. We'll do the forward fold later. So if grabbing the foot causes you to forward fold, don't grab the foot. Stay up a little bit higher, right? You should feel a deep stretch to the right side of your body right now. Now slowly lift up. Keep the legs as they are. Square your torso towards the straight leg. Flex the foot, fold to the left leg. So yes, you're stretching the hamstring and the calf, but you're also going to start to feel it a little bit in the back, right? Forward folds, they also stretch your back as well as the back of the leg. So wherever you're at, you can hold on with a strap. You can hold your foot. You can also just grab your leg and bring your nose closer to your leg. And just notice where you feel it. Right? Do you feel it more on one side of the body, both sides? Is your lower back? Where do you feel it? And breathe some space there. Slowly come up. We're going to do those 3 poses on the other side. So again, everything in the body is connected. So that's why sometimes it's hard just to say, well, just stretch this one area, right? We got to hit a little bit of everything to really get that stretch. So right leg out straight. We're going to start with that twist. Step the left foot across, flat on the floor. Your right arm can hug the knee or hook that right elbow to the outside of the thigh. Left fingertips behind you. Sit up tall. Lengthen your spine as much as you can as you twist. Now, as you untwist, your right leg stays straight. Move your left foot either next to the thigh or down to the calf if that's better for your knee. First, we start with that side bend. Right hand grabs onto the thigh or knee of that left leg. Then your left arm reaches over. Again, maybe just part way. I already feel that stretch here, then you stay there. Maybe all the way to the foot, but don't fold forward. Try to rotate open. Look under the armpit as best you can and focus on that side body stretch. Slowly come up. Keep your legs where they are. Square your torso towards the straight leg. Flex your foot, sit up tall. Now we fold towards the right leg. If you can't reach, you grab that strap. Remember, you can also just hold the leg. Now it's a forward fold. So you are going to feel that stretch in the hamstring and the calf, but then also in your lower back as well. Slowly come up. One more forward fold to help stretch the back, and then we're going to lay down on our back. So right now, both legs out straight. Again, also a hamstring and a calf stretch, but also the lower back. Basically, in yoga, the Sanskrit for this actually translates to back stretched out pose, which means the whole back, okay? The whole back side of your body, not just what we commonly refer to as the back. So if you need your strap, put your strap around the feet. Flex your feet, sit up tall, and then fold forward. And if you don't have a strap, just grab on wherever you can reach. Your legs, your feet, whatever you can hold on to there. Try to relax your neck if possible. Nice and slow, roll your yourself up. Now we're going to lay down for 2 different variations of our spinal twist, which will help, again, also stretch our back. You'll also feel it in the hip and the chest and the shoulder as well, depending on what area is tighter. So roll yourself down, hug your knees in, give it a gentle rock side to side. The first one is the one leg variation. So keep your right knee in, straighten your left leg out. At first, I want you to flex both feet, interlace the fingers on the right shin, and hug your right knee over to your right shoulder. So it just creates a little space in your hip. Then for the spinal twist, open your right arm out like a T. Use your left hand, twist your right knee. You're going to have to shift your hips a little bit and twist that right knee as close to the floor on the left as you can. Now, once you get there, you can relax your feet. Try to keep your right shoulder heavy as best you can. You can either look up to the ceiling, or if you have no neck issues, you can turn your head and look to the right. And again, you'll feel it in a lot of different places, but this is a great way to stretch your back laying down as well. Now bring it to center. Hug both knees in so you can neutralize the spine in between sides. And then we'll switch legs. Keep your left knee in, straighten that right leg out. Flex the feet, interlace your fingers on the left shin, and squeeze that left knee over to the left shoulder. Open your left arm out like a T. Use your right hand to guide that knee across. Move the hip out of the way, and then twist it as close to the floor as you can, but then notice that left shoulder wants to pop up. So do your best to press that left palm down. Maybe turn your gaze to the left if that's okay on the neck. And then you can relax the feet, but actively keep the shoulder down as best you can and use that right hand to push the knee down. And again, you might feel it mostly in the back, but you might also feel it in the chest, shoulder, the hip. Just depends what area is tighter today. Bring it to center, hug your knees in. One last stretch. This is my favorite, this last one for our spinal twist. We're going to place both feet down, open your arms like a T. Cross your right knee all over the left. So not a number 4. You want ideally no space here, as if you were sitting cross-legged. Now make sure you move your hips first. So my right leg's crossed on top, so I have to shift my hips an inch to the right, and then I'm able to drop my knees to the left while keeping the legs crossed. Again, gaze can be up to the ceiling, or you can turn your head and look to the right. So sometimes you feel it a little bit more in the hips when we add that cross of the legs. Just a different way to do our spinal twist. Bring your legs through center, switch the cross. Cross your left leg all the way on top of the right as tight as you can. Move your hips an inch or 2 to the left, drop the knees towards the right side, and then maybe you turn your gaze over towards the left. And just try to relax, breathe into this last pose for today. Bring it back to center, uncross the legs, hug your knees in, rock and roll 2 or 3 times. Massage your back, roll up and down your spine, and then come all the way up. So I hope you guys enjoyed that last yoga stretching. So again, remember, check out the whole series. It's on IGTV or it's on my YouTube page, Rachel Silverman Yoga. Both have the whole series. We had a video on stretching the hamstrings, quads, inner outer thighs was grouped together, chest and shoulders was grouped together, and then today was upper and lower back. And let me know your requests either on here on Instagram or on YouTube for what you would like to see in that next series. I hope you guys have a great day.